Bazinga. Bazinga. One more. Okay. Ready? Bazinga!
I am going to shove your ass down your throat and
Bless you
make
with yet
you
another
eat your
Easter egg.
No, Daddy, I'll give you suckies, but not my Switch. I gotta go kill some motherfuckers.
No, it's
Yes.
actually Cat Flock.
What's your name?
Chomper's a real man's choice. Likes teeth. Ah! Why me? Doesn't this look exactly like Papa Meat? If he was like gay and a good dancer? This is Hunter. You can't tell me no. A meat cannon and Wendigoon fusion? Dude! You are so right! What the fuck? This guy is more attractive. If they were fused together and could dance, and were gay. Bazinga. Not smart enough to know they should get the fuck out of the way and several tons of metal are hurling towards them. I mean, that's true for every animal. You can't blame it specifically on deer. I mean, I've hit a few pedestrians with my car. Humans aren't that smart either. May I remind you of the play history? May I remind you of the play history? This...
Dig them out.
Why you throwing it back?
How embarrassing.
Me hitting the... Oh, big belly.
50 rupees, okay, you got it.
At least he's not being a
Look at
dick.
that rust on the knife.
Nope, he immediately... I gave him the benefit of the doubt and he immediately... I fucking hate you, dude. This is like the cleanest pot we've ever seen.
Pepper?
Dude, get your camera out of this dude's... This dude could serve me shit on a plate and you'd still be the asshole. Meow. 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 Sorry, I needed to yowl. Why did you leave? I think I just saved this one because she's hot. Oh, I know why I saved. 11 out of 10. I'll give you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I mean, I could sell my used tissue, but I don't think you'd want it very much. It's a little gross and grody. Crazy Dave is President Donald Trump, and the zombies are fellow dead people Epstein brought back from the dead. Dude, it's Epstein's revenge. Okay, we gotta relog. God damn it! classic Paladins moment. What Paladin's character do you want to be impregnated by? A very good question. I think Caspian, probably. I do like my twinks. Give me a scalp massage with your toes. Ew. Why would you do that to me? What if lobotomized people are just hearing the voice of God? We're going love machine. Oh my god, he's erect! Okay. But which plant gives the best head? How do you think the frozen pea shooter, how do you think that would feel? Greetings, motherfuckers!
Hi. How are you doing today? Why are we sad? Hiya.
You have to finish your game. What game? You're not allowed to finish games. No games for you. Why can't I move my mouse without it also moving my stupid freaking frick? There we go.
I am going to shove your ass
Yo,
down your throat and
Wowzers! Thank you so much for the resub, my guy. 46 months. Crazy motherfucker. Oh wait, no, that was Dan. Wait, what? Hold on. There's too many. There's what?
Shove your ass down your throat and make you eat your underwear.
Wait, who's that? Who was that just for? I'm so confused. Was it? Okay, well, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny, for the 46 months, and thank you, Jay, for the 55 months. Holy Jesus! And thank you, Kyobi, for the 11 months. Goddamn. Goddamn. What were you guys saying while I wasn't here? Blessed with it, another Louis stream, exactly. Deadlock. No! No deadlock!
Hi, y'all. Hi, Hog.
You're not allowed to finish your game. 2 Louis streams in 1 week? What? This is the first one this week. What are you talking about? There will be another one. If I don't have diarrhea on Thursday. I do have a doctor's appointment at 5 o'clock. So hopefully I get here on time. Right at feet. Another Yap stream, let's go! Yes, we're actually going to be yapping about the subathon. I am planning next week, end of next week, so like 2 weeks. What up, Doug? What up? You're doing stuff? No! You're not allowed to do stuff. You have to be here, and you need to be here, and you need to give me money. You're playing Paladins. That's crazy. Who plays Paladins anymore? Not me. Couldn't be me. Almost 5 years. 5 years. We're coming up 5 years. Subathon. You're playing with elephants? Like real ones? Spectre, hello! There won't be another one is what you're saying? No deadlock. There won't be another one if you keep saying deadlock. I'm gonna come to your house. Didn't you stream yesterday? I streamed, Sunday. Oh, I guess Sunday is the beginning of the week. I always consider Monday the beginning of the week. Sunday isn't real. In some calendars. Hello, Xylosis. Don't play Rivals! You have a sick note for July 30th? You're gonna go see Spider-Man? You got a sick note to go see a movie? I mean, I've called off for worse. Diarrhea Thursday, let's go! I did eat Taco Bell. I didn't have diarrhea, but I was constipated this morning, and that Taco Bell kind of let it slide out, so Innovation. Why do you hate me so much, dude? Because you play Deadlock. Because it was on a Thursday and Louis streams that day? That is true. And if it's on the 17th, you do need a sick note because that's my subathon. For the Pal World update? Dude, I cannot wait for the Pal World update. I'm so excited. For the Jews? Yeah. Yeah, Marvel in current year is kind of... Like, I'm not even compelled to see the new Spider-Man movie. I don't know. I'm just kind of over it. You like being a teacher to have summer vacations free and still get paid? Yeah, but then you're a teacher, and you have to deal with children. And you get, like, $40,000 a year. You deserve summer off. And you don't even have summer off because, really, you're cleaning up in June, you have July, and then you gotta start prepping in August. Dairy for constipated lactose intolerance works wonders. That's what my dad used to do. I wonder if I get my stomach issues from my dad. Don't you? Well, when's your birthday? I watched the first two Spider-Verse movies. I loved the first one. I kind of like the second one. And I can't get myself to care about the third one. And I don't like Hulk at all. I don't like him. He's probably my least favorite Marvel character. Or least favorite Avenger, I guess. Nobody cares about any other Marvel characters except the Avengers. Next to Captain America, he's my least favorite. Yo, is my least favorite VTuber! Yippee! That means I'm high quality and entertaining, because Essex only likes slop and gruel. I don't like Hulk. He's just big and green. That's boring. I want somebody with cool magic powers like Doctor Strange. And a cool goatee like Doctor Strange. And Iron Man. Don't you mean Incredible Bear? Am I a bigger Hulk fan than you? Big and green like my wiener? You paint your wiener green? Captain America is like Victor and Paladins, boring and basic? Yeah. He's propaganda slop. He was just baiting on people after their sudden patriotism after 9/11. I don't see why he should see a doctor. I have to make a doctor's appointment on Thursday. No, my doctor's appointment is next Tuesday. What am I saying? I have therapy on Thursday. That's late. I guess that's still a doctor. Captain Soviet Union? Yeah. I guess I prefer more like, Captain Communist China. Captain Mao Zedong. More of a DC cuck yourself? I like DC worse than Marvel. I love the Joker. And that was it. And I mean the new movie, not like the old Batman movies. Captain be chillin'? He's actually not. He's like one of the least chill. He's so uptight. How's your therapy coming along? Not good. I feel like I've made no progress in anything. And it's been like a year and a half. maybe not no progress, but maybe mental progress, but no physical progress. I read it wrong? What did I read wrong? Louis VR chat meetup? Yeah, I'll do that and then I'll just never get to it. See, I made that reward when I first got my my VR headset. I got a Meta Quest. And I hate that thing. I hate it so much. I used it like twice and I've never used it since then. It's been like a year and a half, 2 years. It's just been, I gotta sell it, man. I hate Meta. I hate how it works. It's uncomfortable. There's not really any games I like to play on it. You're good. I started making progress after 5 years. Yeah, well, I've been to therapy like my entire childhood, and then I stopped going in high school, which I should not have. And I started going again a year and a half ago, or a year ago. There's just too many things that I need to make progress on, like my emetophobia and my OCD and finding a job, and I guess they're all sort of mixed in with each other. Because I guess my OCD is preventing me from getting a job. Because I feel like I can't handle a lot of places with children and sick people and too much customer service and too much, like, being in contact with people, so it narrows down my job search a lot. Flashbang job application. Dude, I should make that a button. My enjoyment of Overwatch, yes, that is also a big issue. I think that revolves around my self-esteem. That's a big one. And my daddy issues. Should have got the Valve. I know. Valve is so much better. Because the MetaQuest is half the price, you know? And the new one just came out, and it was on sale. Well, at the time, it just came out, and it was on sale at Target. And I was like, I want it really bad because I want to play VR chat, and I want to do, like, VR chat streams. But the amount of setup that has to go into a VR set, or a VR chat stream is so much. And when I get home and I just want to, like, plop down and start streaming, I know I'm not gonna do that shit. Yeah. Apple Vision Pro. What I really want to get is just an eye tracker. That one's $300. It just mounts right up to the top of your PC. And you can play a bunch of cool games with it. You can do eye tracking in first-person shooters. You can do, like, try not to look challenges. I wanted to do, like, the, those games that were popular a little while ago. What were they called? Like the finding anomalies type games. Then you can see where my eyes are moving, where I'm looking. I think that would have been cool. But that shit's $300. Maybe if I sell my MetaQuest and get the eye tracker, and then I'll have $200 to spare. Well, that's if anybody actually buys this piece of shit. Everybody knows Meta sucks. Rolling blackouts? Oh, like your power. I thought you meant you were drunk as fuck and, like, blacking out on the street corner. Yeah, the storms are really rolling it. They're, like, rolling across the US.
Oh wow, it's Louie Lumi Lover. Thank you for the lurk.
Even just playing without streaming is a pain in the ass, I know. And the MetaQuest, it is wireless, but its battery life is like an hour. So it's technically not wireless. And the cord, you can't buy a a different, like an off-brand cable to charge it because it just doesn't work. You have to buy the $70 fucking cable. And it's only like 4 feet long. We can do a Minecraft server instead of VR chat with the voice chat? Yeah, I guess we could do that, although that's not what I promised I'd do. I still promised I would get in VR chat. Headset or not, I'm getting in fucking VR chat and doing it. I just gotta get myself to do it. It's coming. It's a year later, but it's coming. There's 2 subathon rewards from the past that I have not been able to get myself to do, no matter how hard I try. That's the VR chat meetup and the song cover. That's also a lot of work. And a skill set I don't have. And yeah. Got a cock tracker? Dude, that'd be so cool for like an OnlyFans stream. I know Panky does that shit. Panky does like VR chat OnlyFans streams. He's got like a whole model with his cock out. I wonder if he has a toggle to make it flaccid. Give you $200 if you piss on it? Why? Why? Some kid will buy it, they're dumb. Yeah, some mom will buy it for their 12-year-old, and then he'll be playing monkey tag and screaming in the living room, and then she's gonna kick him out of the house. What the fuck is Fent stream? Yeah. That'll be the top tier reward.
See, it isn't me. See? See?
You've been waiting your whole life. At a VR chat threesome with Ninja and D's and no setup involved? Well, that just seems like a skill. A skill that I don't have. Alston did watch, I bet. I do hate you guys, yeah, you're right. Get out of here, Tommy!
Chat and I are making love.
He starts flaccid, gets progressively hard with donos. Do you watch his streams? Is that real? It's going. I'm really feeling the joblessness right now. Not joblessness. I have 2 jobs, but they cut my hours again. Even further, I'm working 9 hours. But here's the kicker. I have to go in 3 days a week for 2.5-hour shifts. So it's a waste of my goddamn time, a waste of gas, and a waste of my goddamn time. My tails will get bigger. New Valve headset coming out, and brother, I cannot afford. I have $1,500 in my bank account right now. Underemployment is the technical term. I guess you get underemployment? Yeah. Bro, I'm fucking reading each comment and replying, Tommy. Shut the fuck up. I just don't have a Fent dealer, you know? If I had a source, then I could probably do it. That was me working 9 hours a week before I left. Yeah, I mean... Ow! I'm sitting on my knees. Ow, I can't do that. I'm 26 years old. I can't sit on my knees. I'm basically ancient. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna lay me off. I just think that, you know, this is a high schooler job that I'm working, and I'm 26. You know?
it'd be great if I could go there 3 hours after school 3 days a week and make a quick buck when I'm 15, but it's not that anymore. Not if you're part-time, they don't need to be a specific number of hours. It sounds suspiciously like how GameStop schedules people, not gonna lie. Do they have shitty schedules too? I mean, GameStop is just shitty in general, I've heard. Especially for women. "45 minutes? That's literally the drive I have there. One way. But Essex, you hate me. Why do you like when I talk to you? Home Fent prep? Ah, I didn't make my fucking pasta salad, bro. I'm not gonna have my pasta salad for tomorrow. That sucks. Should I do a cooking stream? I'm gonna get a hot plate in my room and make some pasta. Of course I'm reading every comment. I'm literally doing a just chatting stream.
Hi.
Hagtuber, yeah. I'm not once I'm 30, 4 more years. Then I can be a Hagtuber. I can upgrade. I never ignore you. Even when I'm playing Overwatch, I still read all the comments, all the chats. Yeah, I'm a slow reader, and I want to take time and respond to you and talk to you. Because I love you.
Now give me money.
Yeah. What do you mean, and lying? Sunday Louis sound pack when? That could be a good idea for the subathon rewards. Bro, you're dyslexic? Just spend 2 minutes in here and I'll read a comment wrong. For the official Louis Lumi X-Reader fanfic. What if I had ChatGPT write it? Thank you, Pirate King! Thank you for becoming a big fat fucking loser!
Welcome. I'm having a subathon in a week and I'm getting ideas for what the rewards should be.
Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. The Tsundere voice pack. I just found a note in my notepad that says "Call Doctor, idiot," and I did not call the doctor when I wrote that. I also wrote down every single skin that I wanted in Overwatch when I started playing. I want the Inari Kiriko skin, I want the Hydrangea Kiriko skin, I got the Sophomore skin, I got the Heart of Passion skin, I did not get the Blue Flame skin, and I did not get the Himiko Toga skin. Why? Why? Why is that cringe? Louis fucking kills you, ASMR? Bro, it's not Moon Juice anymore. It's Lucky Juice. Get your fucking facts straight. I'm not a liar, Essex. I did read them. I responded to them in my head. Oh, Louis-themed desktop wallpaper? That could be a good idea. I do have that, that art that fucking Cake made me. I love that art. Something involving thighs? Hold on, I should be writing these down.
All right, let's see. No, I want my cool bunny pen. Okay. So we got something involve eyes. We got tsundere. Voice pack. We got Winton hasn't gotten a skin since like 2018. Free elephant. What am I, Oprah? Streamers react to their chat's more toxic comments. But you guys never give me toxic comments because you love me so much and I've never gotten a hate comment in my life. Listen, I am poor, okay? But when Overwatch comes out with skins, I don't have a choice. And I just got some birthday money, and I can't spend birthday money on bills because it's birthday money. So what am I gonna spend it on? I'm gonna spend it on fucking Overwatch. Bye, ASMR. Did I do SpongeBob fail sound effects at the wrong time? Yep. It's probably just, delayed. Bulge Redeem? Dude, I can't even get my rigger to get my fucking tails right. You think I'm gonna get something else rigged on this model? Torah reading? I don't speak Yiddish. Or Hebrew. Maid cosplay. The only problem is, maid cosplay. Phone/desktop background. The only problem is a lot of these things cost money. And that's a problem for me. It's like I can do the voice packs, that doesn't cost money. I can do something involving thighs, that doesn't cost money. But like the maid cosplay, that's gonna be like 50 bucks. The phone background, that's gonna be like 100 bucks. So maybe I could draw it myself, but I just don't think my drawing skills are up to par yet. Louis mails you a pipe bomb. Oh, I always have the, send handwritten letter to donators. Oprah's my mom's distant cousin. Ah. I don't believe that for a second. Cum tribute to Bibi Netanyahu? I'm so sad I know what a cum tribute is. Karaoke stream? We're gonna be doing karaoke in the summertime! Yippee! Cover of the Furry Uwu rap. See, again, I don't know if I'll be able to get myself to do that. But I'll write it down. Furry Uwu rap. Make a collection of the most toxic Discord Twitch messages. I don't get really toxic messages. I don't get haters. I'm just too lovable and cuddleable. Get your tails erect again? Bro, I'm not a boy. I'm not a boy. I'm not a boy. Just because I have a penis doesn't mean I'm a boy. Trans Louis. Convert to Islam. Tommy, I don't even know what that means. Killing Essex on stream, doxing Essex, and we all go to his house in a fucking mob with pitchforks and fire sticks. Google Doc submission where you review our bedrooms or what's in our fridge. I don't know if I have enough people to make a stream out of that, but I'll consider it. We'll do like bedroom / setup / fridge review. Cole, hello. How are you doing? Long time no see. You should get Taco Bell for dinner. Bear, I have no idea what that song is. Just gonna my shit OnlyFans? I'm not EDP, bro. Michael Jackson Louis cover. You just want to hear me go, hee hee. Oh! You think I should draw it? Do you? Do you think I should draw it? Maybe. But I'm not even good at drawing. But maybe. But I'm not even good at it. But it would be fun, but maybe. Welcome to Mikasa. Scientology speedrun? I'd have to fly to California. Isn't it in California? It's gotta be in California. Drunk stream? Do you mean just a separate drunk stream or a Scientology speedrun drunk stream? Is there like a layout of the Scientology building? Oh my god, I never did the drinking and driving stream. Shit. Well, that's another reward that just never got done. You want to see your drawing skills? They're bad, bro. They're bad. They're dog. For as long as I've been drawing, they're dog. Well, I mean, I guess technically I've been drawing for a long time, but the drawings have been sparse. I make like one drawing a year. I've definitely improved, but... Tommy, that's because you dox me every time we collab and you say slurs. If a woman says she was able to finish, do you believe her? I wouldn't. If there was no vibrator involved, she didn't finish. Or if you weren't, you know, playing the fiddle, playing the banjo, she didn't. Scientology in Canada? Canadian Scientology? Because I don't draw on stream because I'm self-conscious and I'm not good at drawing. And it takes me a while for it to actually, like, look good. So then I start the stream with, like, a sketch. But that would mean I would have to sketch before stream. And I can't even sketch on my own time. It's on the Hollywood Star Walk Street? What the fuck? Tommy only stream? That would take down my fucking Twitch channel. I do have an art degree, but it's not an art degree, it's a graphic design degree. It's very different. Graphic design is very different from illustration. What's wrong with doxing and slurs? Nothing. Nothing really. You think she said that to make me feel better? No. No, I didn't. No.
You're too much of, I know I'm a perfectionist. I'm working on it in therapy. It's all connected. At first, I wasn't sending in resumes for jobs because I thought my resume wasn't good enough, and I didn't want to squander the opportunity by sending in a bad resume, so I would constantly be updating my resume over and over and over again to make it perfect so I can send it in, but by the time it was already perfect, the application was gone, so... yeah. I applied to jobs today. I'm getting better, I'm getting better. I'm way better than I was a year ago. I don't want to get behind on chat. It did not happen. Essex is right. That's why I haven't been active on Discord. Bro's hitting it missionary style and he's like holding the phone above her head. Hitting it doggy style and he asks her to like lower her ass so that she can use her back as like a phone stand. He's scrolling TikTok. Do you think that Gen Alpha will be scrolling TikTok while having sex? Do you think they'll be able to rip their eyes away from instant gratification for some sex? You went on a date? When did you say that? When did I miss that? Were you too nervous? You got the nervous flacids? Oh, you saw Obsession? I want to see Obsession, but I'm afraid of movie theaters. Community game night? Was that? No, we did that. I did that. That was a reward on my last one, but I did do that one. I remember that one. Oh, yeah. Community game night. He literally updates us every stream. Okay, listen. I've got my own problems. If Gen Z can't have sex, what makes you think Gen Alpha's going to have it? That is very true. Gen Z, we're not having sex as much. We're not drinking. We're not partying. We're not going to clubs. We're not meeting people. The human race is over, bro. And I think it's all done on purpose. I forget, which fucking billionaire group said this, but they said they want to lower, the human population to, like, 3 billion people. They want to cut the human race down by 2/3. You can only come if you're watching Family Guy. Tommy, we've did it to some weird shows, I gotta say. Whenever... I remember when we first started dating, we'd put on Forged in Fire for, like, background noise. Let's play Uno? Ooh! Who's streaming right now? Oh, babe, I don't care if you got that Gorilla Grip. Kai sent... I don't know how to say his last name. Is streaming right now. What do you mean proof? What do you mean proof? That's not proof. Yearly Gartic phone stream. I have seen I don't know. I've seen people get banned from Gartic phone because like people just draw a penis. So now I'm kind of hesitant because we draw penises all the time on Gartic phone, so
We'll play a different game. I want to play Mecha Chameleon. I want to play that during the subathon. Hat time, bro. Hat time, hat time, hat time. What hat should we wear? Hat. Got the MILF hat. We got the... How about the autism hat? Hoop hat, truck hat. Yeah, I think I'm going for the autism hat. I never get it to, like, sit in a good spot. There we go. My dating life has actually been complicated recently? What, do you have 4 girls on your hands, you fucking slime ball? Monopoly or D&D? Monopoly makes me cry every time I play it, and I'm too shy to play D&D. I tried to play D&D once, and I didn't speak the whole time, because I was too shy. No, you don't, Essex. Shut the fuck up. Unironically in favor of eradicating humanity. You know, I'm not like a self-destructive nihilist sort of person, but I do think we are pretty overpopulated. Especially in some areas. Wouldn't need all those fucking coal mines if we didn't have as much people to buy all that fucking coal. Wouldn't need all these fucking AI data centers if not everybody needed fucking AI. Trillion billion people using the same program at once. Doug Markita talking in the background, testing the blades. Dude, I wasn't looking at you, I was looking at Doug. I was watching him cut open a pig. Tabletop Simulator? Tommy likes that. That's another, VR game that... I just fucking hate meta. What do you mean none of them are true? They are true, they're so true. But we never not draw the penis. We never draw not penises. Of course, no. I got a lady friend we were seeing for 2 months and she breaks it off. Seeing a new girl for the last month. Now, but this weekend previously, lady friend said she wanted to see me again. Saw her Friday. Then new girl again on Saturday. Ah, so you're getting a taste of everyone, huh? Dating's complicated? Not for me. Tommy picked me up from a gas station and, you know, that was that. Tommy saw me trying to suffocate myself in the gas nozzle and then he took me home. I just put my whole nose in the little gasoline pipe. Tried to suffocate myself. Yay, autism, yippee! Yeah, Johnny, what are you even doing here? You got so many women, you don't need me anymore. No, please don't go watch Keizo, please! I need you guys here, I need you guys here for my sanity, please! You know I'm a perfectionist! That is true, I only watch VTubers. And it's so weird. How did I fumble spelling conductor hat that hard? Tell me shut the fuck up. Exactly, you should... never mind. No, you shouldn't date men. Men are the worst! Ugh, am I right, audience full of only men? I don't have a single female viewer. That's kind of crazy. What makes me one of the boys? What makes me one of the dudes? I don't have sex. You are correct. Been on red for the last 9 months. Bro, you just gotta get your game up. Gotta get that swag going. I saw her sitting alone eating a bagel and I knew she would kill herself if I didn't talk to her. Pretty much, yeah. I suicide guilt him every single time he wants to break up with me. That is the actual story of how we met, yeah. Not the kill yourself part, but he saw me eating a bagel.
It's rules lawyer, a combat heavy, indestructible female 6.5, tall half-elf orc, ranger, sorcerer, and destroy everything with enlarged arrows as a giant half-elf orc, and never say anything, while insisting on rolling intimidate instead of diplomacy because you put 20 points into it, and your character is really terrifying.
Yeah. I should be an 8'3" fucking, what's that dragon race? Mommy. Yeah, it's just... I'm just your true love. But I'm sorry. I only have one love. And it's Moist Critical. I'm sorry. I only have one love, and it's Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm so sorry. Since Mexico lost... Mexico lost? That's a surprise. I feel like Mexicans are good at football. Yeah. When Mexico was playing, my viewers fucking dropped down to half. Where the hell did you all go? Essex, just because you have like a fucking micro penis doesn't mean you're a female. Speaking of data centers, we have the... We're the data center capital of the world. And they say we've been in a drought for the last couple of months. But we know that's a lie now that they told the kids to start learning in the dark. Yeah, luckily, they have not... our governor is very anti-data center. So... hopefully that... sticks? I'm pretty sure... Didn't, New York and New Jersey ban data center building? I'm not really into politics, I don't remember. You chose to be a boy? Wait, are you serious? Are you seriously intersex? That's fucking really cool, though. I wish I was intersex. I wish I had a penis, but no balls. Yeah. Futa, if you will. After casting enlarge, she'll be 8'3". Tell me why. Three chicks, he turns them all down because he loves Louis. That'd be funny. Yeah, I only have tier 1 subs, and I don't really know what incentives to give to tier 3 subs. Because I have, out of my whole streaming career, I've had 1 tier 3 sub. But they don't let you get emotes for the tier 3 subs until you have tier 3 subs. So, like, I can't give a reward because people aren't signing up, and they're not going to sign up if they don't have a reward. So, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? What do you mean lots of data centers are going up here? What the fuck? I know for a fact New York banned the building of them. But I thought New Jersey did too.
Yeah, how did you choose your fucking sex if you were a baby? If you had a penis, would you want to come from it? No. I don't want to deal with the mess. What do you mean I'm just saying shit? Be a hermaphrodite or whatever it's called? Yeah, yeah. You're supposed to be parasocial to tier 3? Yeah. I mean, I'm already DMing Ninja, so... Yeah, we have 1 tier 3 sub. 1. And I don't know if they renewed or... I had 1. I don't know if they are still 1. Yummy late night snack. What are you, Christian? Put it in some orange Fanta. Recycling, that's what it's called. For every state that bans data center construction, Texas and Florida approves the construction of 10 more. Subsidized by the taxpayers, of course. Of course, subsidized by the taxpayers. Not to get into politics, however, I'm almost hoping that this whole, like, oil crisis we're having right now forces us to go electric. Because, like, solar panels, cheaper. Electric cars, cheaper. There's, like, 2 uses. I gotta ask you something after stream on Insta. Are you gonna send me a dick pic? Is the day finally coming where I have to block you? At the age of 6, you chose? Wait, are you fucking serious? Dude, you are so fucking lucky. Although I guess you can't really know the pros and cons when you're 6. You want to play sports? Well, you could be a girl and play sports. Although you could play them better if you're a boy. Loud-ass data center, I'd blow my shit smooth off. Yeah. If they built a data center next to my house, I would commit terrorism. I'm not even
Electric
joking.
trains, more efficient.
Electric trains, yeah, maybe we could actually get them to build a high-speed rail in the United States. The East game servers? What do you mean? A lot of places are fighting it. A lot of places are fighting it, but places like Wyoming, Oklahoma, you know, places with these just like giant fields, giant stretches of land, they build data centers that are as big as cities, and then it drives the people out. It's like, you can't fucking stay there. You've heard how loud they are? They completely destroy the ecosystem around them. They cause droughts, they pollute the water, they pollute the noise. Everything gets into the soil. Becomes barren. You block me, but I never sent dick pics. That's because, you know, you scare me. The fucked up thing is they're like renewable energy? Nah, more data centers instead. Yeah, it would be cheaper for everyone, including the government, if we were to just go electric. Fucking follow in China's footsteps. We wouldn't need to rely on, you know, all these fucking oil wars and annexing different countries and, you know, killing a small Venezuelan village to get their fucking oil. We could be self-sufficient. We wouldn't need these bargaining chips. Not to get political or anything. Yeah, the oil executives still need their fucking paycheck. The drone of the fans from the thousands of fans spinning at max speed are horrible for everyone living anywhere close. Not even close. I think... Oh, God, what was the... I need to look this up so I don't get it wrong, but... how far can you hear a data center? Up to 10 fucking miles. 10 fucking miles. A 10-mile radius of droning. You know, I did say, like, we should get clean and, accessible and reliable public transportation like electric trains. Do I trust the general American public to keep those trains clean and not abuse them? No. But I don't think you can say that on stream. I'll say I'll blow up a data center if they build it next to my house, because they never will. And you want to know why? Because I'll blow it up if they do. Oil companies literally funded PragerU, yeah, to convince people that trains should be a culture war issue. Yeah. But I mean, PragerU is, you know, PragerU. All Ninjor sends me is drunk selfies. Ninjor sends me racist memes. It's mostly the noise pollution. The noise and water pollution. And the sucking up electricity from everywhere. But have you considered how much money your congressman makes off of it? Of course, of course. You know what? I didn't consider that. They don't get it. China going electric meant damming up the Yangtze River and screwing everyone downriver the other countries over. I mean, there's pros and cons to everything, but we could have oil and wars on oil and mining for oil and drilling for oil and polluted water for oil, or we can block up a river and have electric. Yeah, we do need a fact checker. There are 3 within 10 miles of me? That is fucking crazy, dude. I am so sorry. I mean, doesn't your governor work for fucking Benjamin Netanyahu? Ted Cruz? Isn't that, the Texas dude? He said he got into politics so he can be there for Israel. Okay, we're getting too much into politics. Way too far into politics. We gotta back it up here. Offshore windmills are a thing that works quite well. You want to hear a cool fact I learned about windmills? So, an argument against windmills are like, oh, they kill all the birds. What do you hate birds? I thought you guys were the environmentalists. Domestic cats kill like 10 times the amount of birds that windmills do. So if we don't want windmills, we should also never let domestic cats outside. Look at American healthcare, yeah. I went on to the state healthcare site today to try and sign up, but I can't sign up yet. They denied me. So that's fun. Did you hear about the office building in New York that's being converted into residential? And they added 16 floors to it? And the columns on the floor below, the addition buckled under the weight
What the fuck did they think? That's like that department store in Korea that they added like 5 air conditioners onto the roof and the whole thing collapsed. Holy shit. I think I did see that. I saw that right before stream when I was shitting and I was on Twitter. I think that DLC watches. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Yo, he sends me those memes too. Oh, that's the only way we can communicate with Ninjor. He's banned from the Discord, so he's gotta send us all memes. What moron rubber stamped that permit considering the building was designed for money. It's about money. They don't care who dies as long as they get money. How much you wanna bet they bought a fucking big-ass insurance plan for the building right before they did that? Kinda like the World Trade Center. The engineering and architect firm that signed off on those drawings are going out of business? Yeah. If they didn't go out of business, they'd be probably put in jail at this point. He could only have gotten these ideas from Benjamin Netanyahu, yes. Yes. Yes, of course. I do work for the Big Ben. Hi, Danny. At least I think the Yangtze River, the river that flows south through Cambodia and comes out. Ah, well, who cares about the Cambodians? Pfft. Cambodia, where even is that? I don't even know where that is. That was a joke, by the way. I have to say that or else people will take it seriously because everyone on the internet is autistic. Yeah, domestic cats kill, like... I think windmills kill, like, something in the millions of birds, and cats kill in the billions of birds. We gotta put Louis down? Yeah. Gotta be euthanized. It costs fucking $300 to euthanize my cat. What the fuck was that? And also at my vet, they don't let you pay beforehand. So we had to, like, stand in the lobby crying our eyes out. As we shill out $300 for them to fucking kill my cat. Yeah, Essex, we see Essex down at the park. He's on his hands and knees, jumping up at the birds, swatting at them, catching them in his teeth. No, I'm saying we should keep killing birds, Kyobi. That's what I'm saying. More people in England die from heat than Americans die from guns. Dude, that's just natural selection. Netanyahu, or whatever the fuck his name is, yeah. He's the fucking chocolate-flavored beverage. Yoo-hoo. Not milk. It's not milk. It is a chocolate-flavored beverage. Trying to eliminate jackrabbits? Yeah. We're still talking about politics. Can someone explain the Jew tunnels? I don't understand what's going on there. Okay, so there was an isolated incident of a synagogue that wanted to build a basement, but the basement interfered with somebody else's land and they said they couldn't build it. So they just started digging it themselves. And, Jew tunnels. You're going to sleep? Okay, Kyobi. Have a good sleep. They paid the Mormons? Yeah, pretty much. Did someone say money? Money. Money. I am going to Canada. I'm going to Quebec on the 22nd for a job. And that job is gonna pay me a shit ton. So I'm really, really hoping that everything goes well and I get paid, because if I don't get that money, I'm fucked. I'm genuinely fucked. New York City code is notoriously rigorous and thorough, so I'm surprised something like that would happen. I mean, the fucking Jews put, what are the fucking fishing wire all around Manhattan to trick God into thinking that they're not leaving their houses on the Sabbath. The loopholes. %70 of the internet is here. In Virginia. Wait, I thought you lived in Texas. Poor Kibby, I know. Today I opened a pack of tuna and he wasn't there to jump up and harass me for some, and it made me really sad. It's crazy that just, like, a tiny little creature living in your house for 17 years has, like, the biggest impact on you in ways that you just never realize. The screen for a tip pops up. Yeah. If you could just tap the screen for me. The building was too old. I didn't know the reason. 139 data centers within 30 minutes of me? That is fucking crazy. I mean, I get Texas is big. There's a lot of empty space there. It's like a lot of deserts, you know. But that's fucking crazy. And all of these data centers, it's all billionaires fucking circle jerking themselves and funding each other. And then when they realize that the capital isn't there and the actual people aren't paying for it, they're gonna be like, oh, well, fuck. Oh, well, shit, what are we gonna do? Milk. Milk. I say milk. I don't say milk. Milk. Like Sunny D, yeah, it's not orange juice. The British version of Sunny D is orange juice, but in America it is not. Yeah, they're just Diglets. But holy hell, the repercussions are insane for the mistake like this. The engineering and the architect... Oh, for the building that went too high? Aren't only to blame, though. New York City has its own architects and engineers. Yeah. Yeah, everybody that signed off on that building was fucking corrupt. You can't add 16 stories to a fucking building and expect nothing to happen. I'm going to Canada! I'm going to French Canada. In the middle of fucking nowhere in a castle. Literally in the middle of we have to drive 2 hours from the airport into the Quebec countryside to this ancient fucking castle. For a week-long wedding. I don't even know what I'm gonna do there for a week. Like, what are we gonna do walking around there? We're bringing some napkins and some signs. I mean, fuck it, I get a free trip to Canada and $4,000, but... Still, what... I don't know. I mean, me and my boss, we always, like, help out where we're needed. Just so, like, you know, we do our part, you know? We're, like, useful. And they hire us again because we're, like, worth the money. But, like, I don't even know what we're... Like, they're bringing teams and teams of people into there, so... I don't know what we're gonna do. Small group decided to dig tunnels into an adjacent building without telling the synagogue or getting the appropriate permits. Oh, was it an adjacent building? Yeah, it was something like that. Something about how they just weren't approved and they just did it themselves. The synagogue was shut down for repairs and yeah. Yeah, you can't just dig a tunnel. That will kill people. Especially under New York. Nuclear power is actually extremely clean and, yeah. Soviet government mishandling of Chernobyl, yeah, pretty much. Soviets destroyed the possibility of nuclear power for everybody, and also Japan building a nuclear power plant, when they know they have tsunamis and earthquakes, so... yeah. Don't build a nuclear power plant right on the ocean. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Although the fucking, Fukushima nuclear disaster, you know, I've watched a lot of documentaries and stuff on that, and that shit's scary as fuck. You know, it's like a 1 in a million chance that, especially now that we know everything that can go wrong, because we have, like, you know, trial and error, but I'm like very 50-50 on nuclear power. Because yes, it is the cleanest and most efficient use of power that we could ever have. But the risk is so high. Like, if something melts down, we have disaster. Like, we have sacrifices that need to be made, you know? Going to meet Vanoss. Does he live in Quebec? Ninja, I'm scared of what video? Louis wants the monthly Zoom call when all the Jews in the world to sync up. That's a Friday nights, EST. Yeah. There's a lot of, like, propaganda around nuclear power, especially because it happened when we were, like, just getting out of the Cold War with the Soviets, and we're like, see how dumb they are for using nuclear power, but... Fukushima didn't even kill anyone, it was the earthquake and the tsunami. Well, Fukushima, people had to sacrifice themselves to go down. Like, it didn't kill people... I mean, we can't tell how many people died of the radiation, but... it didn't kill people, like, later in life. It didn't... The earthquake and the tsunami killed people, absolutely. But, Fukushima... I think, like, 4 or 5 people had to go down and sacrifice themselves. I'm pretty sure. Binge watched Fukushima disasters. Actually, I got into it because a long time ago, I really liked urban exploring. And somebody went to Fukushima and was, like, looking around all the deserted homes and shit. And then that's how I was like, what the fuck is... Because I was like, I don't know, I was like 14, 15. I didn't know what the fuck that was, so... yeah. The risk is... It's like... It's kind of like getting on an airplane, you know? You feel much safer in a car, even though you're not. But the plane is just such a scary experience. And such a colossal... detriment if something bad were to go wrong. You know, like, you could survive a car crash. A plane crash is... especially if you're, like, in the sky, you know, you're not surviving that, you know? You may be the one person that survives. And you're thrown into the forest and have to survive on your own for 7 days. Yeah, of course they're gonna build more. Shin Godzilla movie inspired by the Fukushima disaster instead of a atom bomb creating Godzilla. Was it really? I never watched Shin Godzilla. I didn't want to watch it because I thought it was another American Godzilla movie, but since it is Japanese, maybe I should watch it. I don't know if you can send... No, you can't send links here. Well, actually, you're a mod. I don't know. Dude, we're getting back into the Cold War. Everything is about communism now. It wasn't mishandled, the problem was simply the way the media handled the reporting, which fed into the already existing fear of nuclear everything. Yeah. like I said, there's a lot of propaganda, but there is also a lot of scary stories. So, like, I think we should build nuclear power plants, but we should build them away from society in case they do melt down and we have to abandon that land for 1,000,000 years. I have survived several airplane crashes. You're just built like that? Yeah, you're just built different. I get it. I get it. Fine. Also, Chernobyl's... Did y'all watch the Chernobyl mockumentary on... what was that? HBO? That was a really, really good series. I love that. I binge-watched it with Tomi. The Chernobyl's reactor design was fundamentally flawed. Yeah, the fucking Soviet Union built it. What did you expect, you know? And it was corrupt politicians. It was, you know, improper management. Everything. It mirrored the Chernobyl disaster, but those instances were brought under control. Yeah. I think the reason Chernobyl burned down was because, something with, like, the safety checks. They either didn't want to do them, or they didn't pass them, or they didn't feel it was necessary to do them, or something like that. Three Mile Island. The Hanford Nuclear Reservation issues and all atomic testing that was done over time. Yeah, like Bikini Atoll. Y'all see the SpongeBob? I don't know if we watched them together. The SpongeBob theories that, Bikini Bottom is actually, like a nuclear wasteland. Because Bikini Atoll, they did so much, like, underwater nuclear testing. The MonsterVerse Godzilla versus Godzilla -1. Chernobyl was handled very well and kept under wraps for decades. It was... I wouldn't say it was handled well. I would say when shit hit the fan, it was handled well. Like, they did everything wrong up until the point that if they made another mistake, it would, you know, wipe out half of Russia. And then they got their shit together. Yes! Build the nuclear power plants next to the data centers! Yeah, if we just make poor people live next to the nuclear power plants, then we won't really care about them. It's just like the data centers. If you build them in the middle of buttfuck nowhere with Jimmy John and his farm that's been there for 14 generations, you know, who's the fuck is he gonna tell you no? You know? What's he gonna do about it? Get a lawyer? Pfft. Yeah, right. With all that corn money, buddy? Yeah, right. I'm sorry for talking shit about the Soviet Union. I am indeed a communist. You're welcome. My Grand Fuhrer. Built with the technology of the time. Hanford was, and still is, messy, yeah. What are your proposals when you run for office? Kill all the poor people. Annex all the countries around us. Canada and Mexico. And Greenland. Drill anywhere that there's oil. Anywhere. Build data centers in the poor areas, because they'll all be dead anyways because of my mandates. That's pretty much, my key running factors. 3 Mile Island was more of a public relations disaster than it was a nuclear disaster. Yeah. Well, people heard about it and they're like, oh, look, another fucking nuclear shit that's going wrong. See, we just shouldn't mess with this shit. And I agree that, like, atomic weapons and shit are not something that we should have, but, you know, it's, why are you blowing up shit, you know? Why you gotta do that? They killed, like, all of the wildlife. They ruined that entire fucking island. In the middle of the desert? Yeah, and if it explodes, we just, you know, we'll just get some glass. We'll get some radium glass. That's cool, right? People like that shit. That's collectible. Yeah, why the fuck do people live in the desert anyway? You can't grow shit there. There's no water. It's too hot. It's like completely antithetical to all living creatures. Except for a lizard. And a camel. We're monkeys. We come from the fucking rainforests. Actually, that's not true. We're in Africa, but, you know. We were in the treetops! Have you heard about the book Feeding the Rich with Poor People's Flesh? No, but that sounds like a great book. Gulf of Cum. Oh, Gulf. Gulf of Cum. What did that stand for again? Oh, Canada, United States, and Mexico? Gulf of Cum? I absolutely think we should change it to that. Although Canada isn't really involved. But just for, you know, the namesake. Your Louis-versary is tomorrow! Wait, are you serious? You've been here a whole fucking year? Ninjor forced you to come on this day? Ninjor forced you to come? Yeah, they didn't just have a proper social media manager. That's it. They just didn't have a good PR firm. They didn't have a Jake Paul apology video. They didn't have a Miranda Sings ukulele song. Yeah, nuclear weapons are the worst thing in the world, but nuclear energy is the best thing in the world. Very poetic, if you think about it. The balance between good and evil. It's like how love can be the strongest bond there is, or love could be the scariest bond there is. You know where we learned that? Madoka. The US and the Soviet Union dismantled 90% of their nuclear arsenal and still have enough to wipe humanity off the face of the earth? Yeah, and why would we do that? Like, we have nuclear weapons, but we know if we use those nuclear weapons, the entire world will descend on whoever used those nuclear weapons. So what I'm saying is, if Israel does have a nuclear weapon, they should use it. Do you understand that more people hate Israel than North Korea? North Korea has agreed that Israel is bad. Like, no politics. No politics. But polar bears don't live in fucking Canada? What? I didn't see any YouTube link. Porn watch along? Yeah. Madoka mentioned Wrap It Up, boys. Madoka mentioned! I have to mention Madoka. It's my... Listen. The movie is coming out in August, and they haven't said that they're pushing the date. That means it might actually be coming out in August. That is crazy. I'm shaking in my boots. A new fucking trailer just dropped. Is that a dead body? Yup. Yup. That's one of my stims. I just go, yup. Polar bears only live in Arctic? The Arctic is part of Canada? I thought it was like its own thing. I mean, it's not the forever ice and snowland anymore. It's kind of fucking melting, but you know. Dude, Essex is coming out in August? Should have a coming out party. Oh, there's the link. What is this link? What are you sending me?
All right. Now, it seems to me that some of the dumbest things that you do as a child happened when you were staying the night at a friend's house. And this would usually occur at, I don't know, around...
Hold on. Oh shit, my screen is too big now. Fuck, do I do this? Not the right size. There we go. Brewstew? Do we know this guy? Bro, I don't know fucking geography. Are you kidding me? I failed every geography test I ever took.
3 o'clock in the morning or so, just out of nowhere, one of your friends is like, "Hey, want to go grab sleeping bags and slide headfirst down the stairs?" Oh, yeah, let's do it. Well, one of the dumbest things that I remember doing was when me and my friend Michael stayed the night at our friend David's house, and we had ourselves a little impromptu smoothie night. Now, where did we get such a stupid idea in the first place? Well, we got it from the Magic Bullet Blender infomercial, of course. Where else? You see, back in my day, most sleepovers ended with all of us sprawled out in the living room, struggling to stay awake while we watched shitty infomercials on TV.
Those are the good old days. I fucking love info. Literally, the other night, I put on an infomercial compilation to fall asleep to.
Because that's all there was to watch.
Because if I let my mind wander when I sleep, I'll never fall asleep. So I need to, ham-fist that content into my brain.
After midnight, we'd just watch infomercial after infomercial until this bad boy came on the screen, and that was it. That was the end of TV time, according to the TV. But luckily for us, we grew up in what I considered to be the golden age of infomercials. We're talking about the classics here, like the George Foreman grill, or that stupid-ass Snuggie that your Aunt Carol probably still wears in the morning. Hell, I even remember the ShamWow guy, before he lost his mind and punched that hooker in the face that one time. Anyways, on this particular night, we just so happened to be watching the infomercial for the Magic Bullet Blender, aka the weirdest goddamn infomercial on the planet. Why was it weird, you asked? Well, it doesn't seem strange at first.
I don't remember it being
this
weird.
Husband and wife showing off this shitty blender in their kitchen, but then all of a sudden all these other people start waking up in their house and showing up to the kitchen table, and you're sitting there like, where did these people come from? Did they stay the night at their house? What the hell's going on here? And then it dawns on you that these people are fucking swingers. I mean, what else could it be? They're clearly swingers that had a wild swinger party the night prior, and apparently in the morning, they become blender enthusiasts. Look, go watch it for yourself, all right? It's on YouTube. That's been my theory for years, and apparently, I'm not the only one that thinks that.
It was a 28-minute infomercial?
These perverts on TV making all sorts of shit with this stupid little blender. They're making margaritas and guacamole and fucking pasta somehow. What? Pasta? Well, our whole night ends up taking a turn for the worse when we see these assholes make some delicious-looking fruit smoothies. Because naturally, this gives us the brilliant idea of, hey, we should make fruit smoothies. We should make fruit smoothies right now. Never mind the fact that it's 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning, or the fact that David's mom is upstairs sleeping, exhausted from being a single mother all goddamn day. We gotta make some fruit smoothies, and we gotta do it right now. So we go into the kitchen, and unfortunately David's mom doesn't own a sweet-ass Magic Bullet blender like we saw on TV. Apparently those 6 easy payments of $19.99 aren't so easy for a single mother. What can I say? But what we do have to work with is a good old-fashioned Black & Decker.
This one looks like Ninjor.
All right,
did he send this to me just because he's in it?
Now we can make some fruit smoothies. But there's just one little itty-bitty problem. And that is, of course, none of us fucking know how to make fruit smoothies to begin with. But hey, that's not a problem. We didn't know how to fucking...
Why did you send this to me? How did this remind you of Yoo-Hoo?
Bobsled down a flight of stairs either. We just went for it. I mean, I'm no Copernicus, but...
It's not because I'm racist, it's because he's wearing this shirt that I feel like he would absolutely wear.
I'm pretty sure the smoothie equation is just fruit plus orange juice equals fruit smoothie. That's pretty damn simple. So we start searching the kitchen for fresh fruit, and we quickly realize that there is no fucking fresh fruit in David's house. You think David's mom is shopping at
Sunny
Whole
D.
Foods, for Christ's sake? She's a single mother, you piece of shit. She can't afford that. We don't find any fresh fruit, but what we do find is a dusty-ass can of fruit cocktail. Well, that's like perfect to us. That's like all the fruit in the whole wide world. All right,
True.
now we just need some orange juice. Do we have any orange juice? We have Sunny Delight. Is Sunny Delight orange juice? No. No, it is not. Sunny Delight is to orange juice what fucking Yoo-Hoo is to chocolate milk.
Exactly.
It is orange drink, not quite orange juice. But hey, what the hell? If that's all we got, we're just gonna have to use
It's
it.
juicy
Well, we can't
enough.
just blend fruit cocktail and Sunny Delight together. What kind of shithole smoothie would that be? Well, since our fruit options are severely
You gotta put
limited,
ice
we
in
have
it.
to start looking for what I like to call fruit-adjacent ingredients. Hey, don't Fig Newtons have fruit in the middle of them? Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's throw them in. What about strawberry Pop-Tarts? Would that work? Oh, yeah,
Oh, God.
strawberries a fruit last time I checked. We put so much bullshit into this blender, anything with a fruit taste or with fruit in the title. We're talking fruit snacks, a box of Fruity Pebbles, a goddamn fruit by the foot.
I
all
love
sorts
fruit
of
by the
hacky
foot.
horse shit. So now we got this Black & Decker filled to the brim with basically everything you'd find in the middle aisles of a Walmart. We hit the blend button hoping for the best. Now, most smoothies are like bright, appetizing colors like red or purple or hell, even green. This shit was fucking brown. It was brown, it was chunky, and it was lukewarm. Why was it lukewarm? Because we forgot to put fucking ice in the blender. That's why. Ice. A pretty essential ingredient for fruit smoothies. Now, you might be
You know, I bet if they did put the ice in it, it would be kind of appetizing. Or maybe even like some yogurt.
sitting there watching this like, well, surely you guys didn't ingest that brown sludge. Why would anybody do such a thing? Well, you gotta understand that we were children. We'll be damned if we're not gonna drink the first smoothies that we ever made. We drink every single drop of that bullshit. And you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but these fruit smoothies actually kinda tasted like fucking dog shit. They were nasty as hell. I'm talking second round of Fear Factor episode nasty. That shit was so chunky, Dave's ass had to eat his with a fucking fork. But we ingested it, and we ingested all of it. Well, imagine my surprise when about 45 minutes go by, and all of a sudden my stomach's like... Now, I don't know what it's like to be a menstruating woman, but I had cramps so bad that it felt like my insides really wanted to become my outsides.
I know
what
that
kind of
one.
fucking
I know that
E.
cramp.
coli, salmonella
It does feel pretty similar to period cramps.
bullshit I gave myself, but I was in some serious pain. But if I thought I had it bad, I look over at Michael, and his ass looks like he's about to blow his appendix out the ass end of his pants at any moment. And then I look over at David, and wouldn't you know, his ass is like smoking a cigarette, perfectly A-okay, thinking about going back in the kitchen for seconds and shit. Well, all of a sudden, Michael makes a mad dash towards the bathroom, holding his asshole as if it were a loaded weapon. Now, we don't know exactly what he did in the bathroom, but throughout the whole house, you could hear his ass going, ow, owie.
Me every Thursday.
Now, I don't know how David's mom didn't wake up when a bunch of children used her blender at 3 in the morning, but you bet your ass she woke up when she heard Michael's call of the wild ass, that's for sure. We run in the kitchen to try to hurry up and hide all the evidence. There's dried brown shit caked all over the blender. Clearly, this thing's blending days are definitely over. But regardless, David grabs out some, like, industrial strength cleaner from underneath the sink, and he starts scrubbing his little ass off. Meanwhile, I'm, like, collapsed on the floor, making my peace with God. I'm ready to die. I've caught all 150 Pokemon. I've lived a full life. David's mom walks into the kitchen, and the first thing that she sees is a semi-comatose child on the floor with a bunch of cleaners. Ah, piss! You guys drank stuff from underneath the sink? Where's the cordless at? I gotta call poison control! But then, of course, she sees her own son clutching her Black & Decker that is fucked 6 ways to Sunday, and that's it. The jig's up. The party's over. Now we have to explain everything. We gotta explain why Michael's asshole is imploding in the bathroom, why there's only half a sleeve left of Fig Newtons, and of course, most
I think it was the
importantly,
Fig Newtons
why her
that did
Black
it.
& Decker looks like 3 grown men just took a shit inside of it. We made fruit smoothies tonight? Fruit smoothies? Well, what fucking fruit did you use? Oh, you know, like fruit cocktail and Fig Newtons and Fruity Pebbles and a bunch of other bullshit. Yeah, needless to say, we got in quite a bit of trouble, and smoothie night was a complete and utter failure. But I will say that there was a small silver lining to this whole fucking fiasco. And that is, since we destroyed David's mom's blender, her ass had to buy a new one. And what did she decide to buy? That's right, a goddamn magic bullet blender. I don't know if her ass works some overtime or what, but
Happy
Well,
ending.
we've come full circle, haven't we? Oh man, now we can really blend up some fucking fruit smoothies.
Bruce.
Dude, I want some fucking fruit smoothies now. That's not even fair. You can't just show me a whole video about a fruit smoothie and then expect me not to go downstairs and make a fruit smoothie with all the frozen fruit I have in my freezer. Dude, I've got strawberries. I've got watermelon. I mean, that's really all I need. Strawberries and watermelon. I got some yogurt. I got... Somebody ban Essex. I'm not even joking. Benzo, are you there? Ban the fuck out of Essex. And make the reason being a fruit hater. How do you... There's not a single person on this planet that hates fruit. And now I'm updated on chat. Essex, you are the single mom. You would buy fruit cocktail instead of just a box of strawberries. You would be the kid that just wouldn't go outside and pick a berry off a bush and eat it. Like me. I'm the smart one here. Yeah, we all know it's you. We all know. Alright, well, we did get some good ideas for our stream rewards. I'm not doing, a big I'm only going up to, like, maybe 300, for the sub-a-thon, because, you know, it's too much. I've been, this past week, it's been hitting me hard about my job situation, and I'm just so burnt out and overwhelmed, and anytime I'm not physically feeding my mind things to think about, I turn off, you know, my brain slop, and I'm just, like, in constant overthinking and, you know, endless thoughts about shit. So, I'm sorry that I've been, like, only streaming Overwatch recently, and I haven't been, like, posting on my socials a lot. I'm literally 24/7 distracting myself because I can't trust my own brain to think its own thoughts because it'll just make me think bad things. So, yeah, everybody loves Overwatch. Everybody loves Overwatch. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm just so relatable and funny and cool, and you guys just love me so much, and I know that, but... Yeah, so... It's been... And just, like, with my cat passing away, and then my work schedule changing, and they're cutting my hours again, and... Everything is, like, all compounding all over itself in a big shit explosion. So... I'm not handling it well. But I've had a couple days to myself, and I'm starting to get back in the groove. So hopefully there's no more plans, no more birthday, no more beach, no more family visit trips, no more anything. I can just get back on a schedule, and overwhelmed is my baseline state. Me too. If I have to do anything other than working and seeing Tomi, it's like a nightmare. Working and seeing Tomi is... It's my limit, you know? It's, And I have to see Tomi on a schedule, because if I switch the days, then it's too overwhelming. I just have so many places to be. I gotta be at 2 jobs, then I gotta be at therapy, then I gotta be at a doctor's appointment, then I gotta be at Tomi's house. It's just... It's too much. It's too much. What sounds cute? Me laying on my bathroom floor, immobilized, because I can't get myself to get up. Louis self-sabotage is playing Overwatch? Yeah. On Saturday, I played Overwatch for like 12 hours straight. And all I did was D-rank. So... I am a menace to myself and my mental health. Nothing I do is ever good. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
And I got no invite because you hate me? No, it's because you didn't download it in time. Tell your stomach to back. You know, ever since... Oh, yeah, and I was sick at the same time my cat died, and at the same time my schedule was changing, at the same time they cut my hours, and at the same... So, I went on antibiotics that they didn't test me for, and I didn't have to go on because they didn't work and they didn't do anything. I was taking acidophilus. That's a probiotic. You're supposed to take probiotics when you go on antibiotics to kill all your gut bacteria, too. I took acidophilus, and ever since I took that shit, I've been pooping twice a day. I've been pooping every single morning. It's crazy. This whole time, this whole constipation mess could have been solved by acidophilus. I take acidophilus every single time I have to take an antibiotic. I am now a pooper. I am now one of you. I hate when streamers... Yeah, when streamers are not mentally ill, they just lose so much flavor, you know? That's why everybody is now, like, self-diagnosing themselves. They just want to be part of the flavor club. They want to have something that they can... They've got no other flavor, so they gotta put some flavor on themselves. Gotta dab a little bit of salt. I'm a popper. Y'all got problems because poop... Are you saying you couldn't poop, or you poop all the time? Ah, shit, fine! Fine, I'll find somebody to raid, fine. I do gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep. Oh, Kana is streaming again. I love when Kana streams with that model that I raided her last time with. That's the model I found her on. It is very nostalgic. I remember my first ever Kana stream. She was playing Plants vs. Zombies. Ah, Zuzu is streaming. It's been a while since Zuzu's been streaming. Yay, let's go raid Zuzu! Stream more Bruce Stew sometime, he's funny. Maybe we'll watch it, we'll watch him during... We'll watch him during my subathon when I'm eating and shit. You know how I always watch videos when I'm eating? Remind me that we have to watch that wizard video. You don't need to know what the video is. Just remind me, watch that wizard video. Because I need to show it to you guys because it's hilarious. Nah, shit, I got a 1-minute ad. What the fuck? Alright, what should we raid her with? Is it? Wait, hold on. She has misogynist in her fucking tags. That's hilarious. Is it that? Goo raid? Mentally ill streamer raid? It's the holding tears back that does it for me. Thankfully, we can tell you aren't faking it. Damn, bro, I'm so happy you guys know. I'm so glad. Let's, we'll do a goo raid, fine. You asked first, we'll do the goo. We'll do the goo raid. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Goo. God damn it. Goo raid. There we go. Oh, I didn't fucking raid her. Raid. Zuzu. Muzu. Oh no, Mizu. G. Unrecognized command. Raid!
There we go. Gooped up raid. Is goo relating to goon? No. I don't understand. I love gooey goomy. I don't understand why Bear loves goo so much, but every time we play Overwatch, he just keeps typing it in chat, so I guess goo means a lot to him, and you know. Please type it correctly. No, we are going to fail this raid again, just like every raid I ever do in my entire life. Alright, guys. I will see you on Thursday. Hopefully my ass doesn't betray me like it does every Thursday. And hopefully my mental health makes it so I can not ditch stream. I'll try my best. I'm trying my best. I swear I'm trying my best. I am overwhelmed and mentally ill. I love my dysfunctional VTuber. I love my dysfunctional day. Honestly, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't have all my mental illnesses, so... That's another reason y'all should be crying. Y'all could have had a nice normal streamer. Instead, you got this. Anyway, I'll see you Thursday. Give me some smooches. Make sure to copy and paste the raid message so she knows we're there. Do it.